Today, we're diving into a special drink that can help unclog your arteries. This is huge because blocked arteries can lead to serious problems like high blood pressure, clots, strokes, and even heart attacks. A big issue is that doctors often treat the symptoms like high blood pressure or cholesterol, but not the root cause. One of the biggest root causes for plaque in your arteries is something called endothelial damage. Picture the inside of your artery. It's lined with a single layer of cells called the endothelial layer. When this layer gets damaged, it kicks off a chain reaction, starting with inflammation. Your body then tries to repair it by creating a plaque made of calcium, cholesterol, and protein. So plaque is actually a patch-up job for inflammation. Another crucial piece of this puzzle is nitric oxide. When the endothelium is damaged, nitric oxide levels drop. This is a problem because nitric oxide is a vasodilator, meaning it helps relax and widen your blood vessels to improve blood flow. Without enough of it, your blood pressure goes up and your risk of clotting increases. In fact, 90% of heart attacks involve clots, often because of this endothelial damage and lack of nitric oxide. The artery walls also get thicker and stiffer, making blood pressure problems even worse. The good news is you can naturally boost your nitric oxide. Just getting out in the sun helps. The sun gives you vitamin D and infrared rays, both of which are powerful nitric oxide boosters. Breathing through your nose also increases it, and so does taking magnesium. Now, how do we reverse existing plaque? There's a process called reverse cholesterol transport, or RCT. This system takes cholesterol from your arteries and sends it back to the liver to be recycled. It's a common misconception that dietary cholesterol is the main villain. Your body actually makes most of the cholesterol it needs for vital functions like hormone production. To help this reverse transport process, you can use things like niacin, which is vitamin B3. HDL, the good cholesterol, also helps by carrying cholesterol back to the liver. Exercise, intermittent fasting, and especially a low-carb diet are also incredibly effective. Let's talk about the low-carb diet for a moment. I once had someone tell me my program didn't work. They lost weight and their cholesterol improved, but when they went back to their old high-carb diet, the problems returned. This highlights how normalized high-carb diets have become, but they are far from healthy. Think about this. A normal blood sugar level is about 1 teaspoon of sugar in all your blood. The average person, however, consumes 50 to 100 teaspoons of sugar daily through refined carbs and sweets. How is this possible without blood sugar skyrocketing? It's because of insulin. Sugar is so toxic to your arteries that insulin works over time to clear it out. After 15 or 20 years, the pancreas gets exhausted, insulin levels drop, blood sugar rises, and you head towards diabetes. A low-carb diet is one of the best ways to remove fat from your liver. You can reduce liver fat by 40% in just 2 weeks. All that refined sugar you eat gets converted into cholesterol and causes the inflammation and endothelial damage that starts this whole mess. This is why a low-carb diet is so important. Other key players in arterial health include bile salts, which help your body get rid of excess cholesterol. Magnesium is also critical. It acts as a natural calcium blocker, helping to relax the muscles in your artery walls. If calcium controls contraction, magnesium controls relaxation. And let's not forget vitamin K2, which directs calcium away from your arteries and into your bones and teeth. So what is this one drink that can help? It's made with cacao powder, the raw, unroasted version of cocoa. Cacao is packed with powerful plant compounds called flavonoids. Incredibly, cacao powder can act like exercise in a cup. One study showed that it improved blood flow just as much as moderate exercise. It does this by triggering your body's own production of nitric oxide. It's wild that you can drink something and get similar effects to working out. I like to boost this drink by adding a scoop of beetroot juice powder. Beets are naturally high in nitric oxide, so combining it with cacao creates a powerful synergy. The cacao stimulates your body to make nitric oxide, while the beets provide it directly. I usually mix it with warm, not boiling water. The research on cacao is mind-blowing. One study found it reversed arterial stiffness, making arteries more flexible and lowering blood pressure. The effects are cumulative, meaning they build up over time. teaching your arteries to produce more nitric oxide on their own. In another study, people aged 50 to 80 who drank cacao daily for just 14 days had arteries with the thickness of people 20 to 30 years younger. That's some serious anti-aging. Cacao also benefits your brain, skin, and other organs. Here's how to take it for the best results. Mix it in warm water and drink it in the morning. To get the full artery unclogging benefits, try to have it at least 2 hours before or after your coffee, as caffeine can constrict blood vessels. If you're more interested in the cognitive benefits, feel free to mix it right into your coffee. Sometimes I add a pinch of sea salt or a scoop of magnesium powder for an extra heart-healthy boost. Remember, use warm water, not boiling, to protect the raw nutrients. And if you can, choose organic cacao powder. Give it a try and let me know how it works for you in the comments. Thanks for watching. For more tips on unclogging your arteries, check out the next video.